This most likely will be the first Blacarian video of the year. And let me tell you right now, I actually saw this video first on Instagram on Craig J's page, and shout out to him. And I said I was going to save it for my live stream to show y'all the video in real time. But then I went on to Twitter and saw the same video, and they had a whole bunch of comments on it, a bunch of quote tweets and everything like that. I'm going to get into those in a second, because it's not only a Blacarian in this video, but they're Blacarians in this comment section. So basically what happened was this man and this woman went out on a date to the bowling alley, and I guess they were with some friends, and they got into a verbal argument. It was verbal, nothing physical. As a matter of fact, she kicks the physical off, as you'll see, and then all of a sudden she takes her bowling ball and then swings and hit this man over the face with it, and literally he was knocked unconscious for like a good minute. And then she went and proceeded to bowl bowl a strike. Like, she literally rolled the ball down the lane and she ended up getting a strike. And what gets me about the whole thing is no one in the video helps this man out. He's just laying there. He has to help himself up when he finally comes to. They made light of the whole thing and everything like that. Now, I can't play the audio in the video because it's copyrighted music playing in the background. I think it's In the Club by 50 Cent playing in the background. So to avoid getting a copyright, I'm not going to play the audio of the video itself. So you're just going to have to go based off of what you see. So here it is. It's the verbal disagreement, the verbal argument right here. And then now look, she got physical first. Notice he did never put his hands on her. She takes her hand and pushes him out the way. And look at where her hand is at his neck. Right there. And then, boom, right over the head with the bowling ball. Them bowling balls hurt. Even the lighter ones. That material is enough to kill someone. And she smacked him over the face with it. And he fell down and he's knocked out. Right in the bowling alley. And all they're doing is recording it. All these people right here are doing is recording it. They are not doing anything. They are just sitting there and they're saying, go and bowl a strike. And that's exactly what she did. See, this is the thing that gets me right here is she's not the only one at fault here. Granted, she's the one that got physical, but she has people around her enabling her. And yes, this is men and women. As a matter of fact, I think it's a man who's recording it, if you want to call him that. And literally enabling her, and she literally rolls the ball down and gets a strike, as you can see. And the man is still laying there. She walks off. Now watch this. Like, she looks like she gave someone a high five or some dap or whatever after she did it. And she walks over his body like nothing happened. Now watch this. The man is still laying there. Now he's starting to move a little bit. Now look at this. Look at his head. Look at his face. It got a gash in it. This man is leaking on the floor. But look at how close she was to his eye. Instead of trying to get this man to a hospital and some medical attention, they literally sit. And now you got this. Look at her. She's just sitting there tying her shoe. Or whatever. She doing whatever to her shoe. While this man's laying here bleeding out of his head after being knocked unconscious briefly with a bowling ball. And people see absolutely nothing wrong with this. That is crazy to me. I can already see how many quote unquote anti-black women videos are going to pop up because of this. I'm literally predicting that those are going to start popping up when people get wind of this video, because I'm trying to think, when did this video get posted? January 6, 2023. I'm recording this 2 days later on the 8th. It's already got 7.6 million views, so it has gone viral. It has on Twitter itself got over 25, almost 26 million views, 15,000, almost 16,000 retweets, 20,000.6 retweets, quote retweets, and 117,000 likes. And counting. At the time of me recording this video, by the time this goes on my channel, it's going to go even higher. That is insanity. This man did not physically touch her at all. And the only reason he reacted like that is because she put his hands on him first. And he most likely wasn't even going to swing on her, but he was probably trying to catch himself from falling. That's why he caught her, to try to get his balance. And then she took her bowling ball and swung it across this man's face. And that was the result. Again, it was so many people at fault in this video. Her and those people that was right there and did nothing. The guy recording everything. Like I said, what I'll probably do is I'll leave the whole video or the link to the video down in the description. And you can go and listen to it for yourself, because you can actually hear, or even over the music, what was being said between the both of them. And he could tell he was the one being the more calm one in the video, but she's the one that took it a step further by putting her hands on him. This woman needs to be brought up on assault charges. And while they're at it, they need to put some charges on the people that was there as well, because they did absolutely nothing. They let this man just lay there, and he could have died, and most likely they wouldn't have cared. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm about to show you some of these comments where you have some of these other Blackarens who literally agreed with what this woman did. Here's one comment right here. She says, "Smart girl. If you're going to swing on a male, make sure you knock him the F out. Had he managed to punch her like the many videos that have gone viral on here, y'all will be kikiing in the quotes and replies talking about equal rights, equal fights." That was posted 5 hours ago. And I can already tell by the name where it says Fem_4 without even having to go to the page what kind of page that is. You have this person right here, literally the next comment, named Charlotte. "If someone got in my face like that, I'd crunch their skull with a bowling ball too." They're literally telling on themselves. And like I said, because society is on that hashtag believe all women tip, society is going to be on their side. I'm willing to bet nothing's going to happen to her. I'm willing to bet. This may not even become a news story. I will be honestly pleasantly surprised if it does. Then you even have some of these buffoons in here. Look at this comment right here. "Let's be honest, committing attempted murder, then rolling a strike immediately after is an objectively funny sequence of events." Yes, you even have some quote unquote men in here, even though I can't tell if that's a man or not, because that's not a real picture of a real person. Or that is, but that's like a Dave from a Dave Chappelle skit. But let's just hypothetically say that is a man. They are making light of this situation. Like, they think that this stuff is funny. They think this black man getting knocked out by this woman with a bowling ball and damn near probably almost killing him is funny. But that's the thing. It's always make a joke of a black man being in pain, a black man in distress, a black man dying. That's something straight out of the white supremacist playbook. And as you can see, it has trickled down into us. Yes, I said us, because there was more than just this woman involved. Remember, there was a man recording this video literally saying, "Now roll a strike." So I can't really say that it's all on her, but let's be real here. She's the one that led the charge in this whole thing. She's the one that did the physical assault. But she wasn't alone. She had her little minions right there. And the other one that sat there just sat there and just kind of pointed at him like, okay. Then you have another comment right here where it says, anyways, and they put up a gif of a bowling ball slapping a pin, as if that's what she's comparing it to, a bowling ball hitting a pin. So she's using the bowling ball in his face with the pin. Again, making light of it. When domestic violence falls upon a man, this is exactly why a lot of men in relationships don't report about it, because you have people that will laugh about it. They probably say, "Oh, no one's going to believe me," or "They're going to laugh at me," and all types of stuff like that. You literally are seeing that play out in these comments. And most of them, yes, are women. And again, most of them are black women. We're not going to sit up here and mince our words with this. And this might be the last comment I highlight. This person named Brick Mahomes, I don't know who that is, but they put strike. See, again, someone else making light of the situation, and this time, yet again, it's another man. So y'all are seeing this right now, that it's funny when domestic violence or attempted murder falls upon a black man when a black woman does it on both sides of the spectrum. You're seeing it play out in this comment section. Thankfully, it was a lot more people that went in on this situation than not. I just wanted to highlight the ones of the people that thought this was hilarious. They thought this was entertaining to see a black man get knocked out and almost dying from getting hit with a bowling ball. Do you know how heavy those bowling balls are? Like I said, even the lighter ones, those bowling balls are hard. I don't know what material. I want to say they're made of some kind of wood. I'm not sure. Someone can let me know down in the comments or in the chat what kind of material is made of. But that stuff will hurt you. If you can drop a bowling ball accidentally on your foot and you are literally screaming out in agonizing pain and hopping around on one foot, imagine what that's like to hit you across the face like it did this man in this video. Literally, she had this man leaking. He was bleeding out of his face, which means he probably needed stitches. Now, I went and searched to see if there was a news story behind this, but there wasn't one. No shock and surprise there. But I came across this story from 2011. And this happened in South Carolina. It says SC cops attempted murder with a bowling ball as rejected man targets woman. And it's basically the same kind of scenario here. Well, not the same thing, but it involves the same weapon, because this bowling ball went from a gaming type of equipment to a weapon. And this guy literally took this bowling ball and swung it at this woman across her face, much like the woman did in the video you just saw. And he got hit with attempted murder charges and had $100,000 bond attached to it. I just want to know, is she going to get the same treatment? Like I said, if the roles was reversed, we already know what would have happened. All these think pieces and all kinds of stuff would have came up. But no, every think piece in those echo chambers that's going to pop up is going to say how much she was in the right and how much he was in the wrong. Like, how dare you get in her face? She had every right to hit you and stuff like that. But the thing is, he never touched her. It was just a verbal argument. We see people get in arguments all the time, but they exaggerated it and then made it seem like it was okay for her to take this hard ball, pause, and swing it across this man's face. Then proceed to continue playing with the ball that she hit him with. She literally hit him with what became a weapon and threw the weapon down the lane. And came back, gave her friend a high five, and walked over his body as if she did a good deed for the day. I'm almost curious to know, if she's done this with him, how many other men has she done this with?